Anthony Hartwig here. We are back in Boardman, more cross country for you. We have a player profile on the boys' side, David Del Torio. David, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
This is your last go around, buddy. It's your senior year. Talk about what it's been like to kind of deal with the emotions of senior year and kind of the mental strain that can always bring you.
Yeah, senior year, so just kind of try to been taking it day by day. Just kind of trying to have been enjoying it and taking in every moment because it is my last time and the last time I'll be with these guys. So just trying to enjoy it every day and um, the mental strain is definitely there a little bit, but I got fortunate. My school schedule and classes aren't as hard as they were in the past couple of years, so I think that definitely helps to not think about and stress about school as much and kind of enjoy the moments that I get to spend with the team.
So you get a little bit of a later class load, I guess you should say, your senior year. What's that like to be able to experience a year where you can focus a little bit more on running? I'm not saying you're going to leave your classroom work completely to the dogs, but you're able to focus a little bit more on the senior season on the track. What's that been like for you?
Yeah, so what's really nice is that I get to come into school an hour later. So, kind of just like I get to sleep in a little bit. I've been kind of bad on getting, a decent amount of sleep. So now I actually get to focus on that. Um, I leave school early, so I get to go home before practice, kind of unwind a little bit. And kind of just the workload's a little bit lighter, so I'm not staying up as late doing homework. So, just kind of all around, just kind of like a little bit easier and lighter on me.
Getting there early, getting there late, leaving early. David's living the life, man. I'm telling you, I'd kill for that schedule.
Yeah.
David, what do we want to talk to you about next? Is just what goals you set for your senior year. What kind of things did you want to accomplish before you graduate at Boardman?
Yeah. So the main things is leaving a legacy and kind of grabbing the school records. Those have been in my mind for since I was in middle school. And when I first came, I kind of wanted to grab those, and I've gotten pretty close. I've gotten one so far, which was the indoor 3200. So for right now, what's up is the cross country one. Got pretty close last week, but definitely can still improve and kind of just trying to win as many meets as possible. And the big ones are state, obviously. I would love to win those in cross country, indoor, and outdoor track. But the main thing is just getting those school records and have my name kind of displayed around the school.
You talk about leaving a legacy, and the school records would definitely do that, but also leadership and making an impact on this program does it too. What kind of impact are you trying to leave on the guys around you that will be here next year? Maybe the future leaders of Boardman cross country.
Yeah, so I've been really working on my leadership the last couple of years, and I'm kind of just trying to get these guys to realize, like, if you work hard and put in the work that you see the guys around you putting in, like, we could be a really good team, not just this year, but after my time is up. They're going to be good for years to come, and getting them excited about being good and being a school that's like continuously going to state every year is just something that's like incredible, and I'm trying to get them excited for it and like pumped up for it.
How would you describe yourself as a leader? What kind of leadership attributes do you think you have?
So I'm not always the one to be like the loudest on the team and like kind of verbally, but I think the thing that like makes me a good leader is I kind of lead by example, and I'm kind of always just doing the right thing. And I think eventually, like, people kind of notice that and they kind of follow along that way. So I'm not really like the guy who's like like making like like kind of talking all the time, but like I'm always doing the right thing. So then people kind of see that I'm doing the right thing, and they're like, oh, he's doing the right thing and he's having a successful season. Like, let's go follow him, and we're gonna be successful as well.
You've been able to put together a very impressive GPA. I want to talk about you in the classroom a little bit. What it takes to for you to be a student athlete and put in so much time as the athlete part, but also put in so much time in the classroom. What works so well for you? What are some of your study habits that they get you going?
Yeah, so the last couple years have been pretty hard. I said earlier my class schedule was pretty loaded, especially last year. I had three AP classes, but just kind of getting homework done as soon as possible, like right after practice. Um, so I'm not staying up too late. But definitely, I got a lot of help from my friends in the classroom. We kind of did homework together, studied together, and just having like people that I can talk to, not just my teachers, but like friends in the classroom, definitely helped make those classes easier for me. And that's how I kind of was able to get those good grades.
Great grades. What class made it the toughest to get those good grades? What class gave you the most trouble?
That's a good question. AP chemistry was definitely pretty hard. The math and the sciences, uh, I love the math and sciences, but they're definitely the hardest as you keep getting through school.
Now that you're graduating here in a few months, well, actually, in the spring, what kind of things do you want to do after school? What are some of your goals after high school?
Yeah, so the big goal is to continue running at the collegiate level. Hopefully, I'm still in the college search right now, so nothing's official yet, but definitely looking forward to that and just kind of seeing where that takes me. Maybe, hitting some road races after college. Maybe, some other things, just trying to see where that takes me.
What what's the recruitment process been like for you, and what kind of things are you looking for in a college program that you think would let you call it home?
Yeah, so the recruitment process has been going pretty well so far. I've got a couple schools lined up that I've been communicating with. But the one thing that I definitely look for the most is like a good team all around and a good team culture, and definitely someplace that's gonna accept me and have me contribute to their team success early on. Um, I wouldn't be upset with like a red shirt one year, but definitely want to get after it that second year. I definitely don't want to wait um, going into like super huge school. Like I wouldn't want to be one of those guys that don't make the team. Like I want to contribute like right off the bat.
What about career paths? What kind of career path do you want to go into with your college education?
Yeah, so definitely engineering. Don't know exactly what yet. I'm thinking chemical, maybe mechanical. I'm not 100% sure on that yet, but definitely one of those two.
What drove you into that career? What made you kind of want to be interested in those things?
Yeah, so I've kind of always just been like pretty good at math and science, and I kind of when I got to chemistry my sophomore year, I just really like enjoyed it. It was my favorite class. Same with AP chemistry last year, and physics class this year has been a blast so far. And I just kind of enjoy like the sciences and the maths and doing like the work involved.
Are there any teachers in the Boardman school system that you think have really impacted your journey with all these good grades that you're getting?
There are definitely a few that have helped me out. Definitely with kind of cooperating with the meet schedule. Sometimes I have to leave a day early, so we kind of worked with getting assignments either out early or I get like an extra day just to kind of help with that. But also, a lot of the teachers have helped with like the college search as well. Like they've been there to help fill out like college resumes and kind of send emails. So it's kind of just been like an all around thing for most of the teachers that I've had throughout my 4 years.
I think everyone understands the physical demand that long distance running has on you. You have to push your body to the absolute limits, and you're running a while. But what about the mental state? What kind of things do you do to stay mentally focused? I mean, cross country, you're going through all different kinds of terrain, weather, whatever it may be. It's not going to be easy to push yourself mentally through all those obstacles. What do you do to stay mentally locked in?
Yeah, so usually before the races, I like to listen to some music. Nothing too crazy, like kind of more calming music, kind of keep the nerves down a little bit. Um, and then just kind of when we're up at the starting line, just kind of have like a game plan and focus on like what I want to do. And when the gun goes off, I kind of try to forget about like everything and just kind of go out there and run, like just kind of forget about how bad my body actually does hurt because it gets pretty bad sometimes. But I kind of just try to forget and just kind of like keep going like one step forward. And um, I was watching a video one time on a college coach, and he had a I kind of think of it all the time. He said kind of like go to sleep almost. You're kind of just like you're there running, but you're not thinking about anything, and kind of just staying like calm and relaxed, and that kind of helps me get through. When my body wants to give up, I kind of just try to forget, and it kind of helps me to push a little bit further.
Give us some songs or artists to pop up on that calming playlist that you do pre-race.
Uh Definitely I like to listen to some Billy Joel before, just kind of like calm and relaxing. Definitely some Zach Bryan and Tyler Childers as well. A little bit of country music before, just kind of keep everything calm and relaxed. Nothing, no like rap music or like heavy anything like that. Um, yeah, sometimes it's nice to get pumped up, but I like to stay calm before, keep everything under control.
Now, the fall season can bring a lot of different weather. You know, we can have a hot day, we can have a rainy day, a cold day. What's your favorite weather to run in? Is it colder? Is it rainy? Is it sunny and hot? What's the favorite weather?
I definitely prefer cooler weather. I don't know about cold, but definitely colder for like the fall season. But I also do enjoy a little bit of rain. Not like downpour and muddy, but I definitely do like when it sprinkles a little bit. I think um, kind of cools you off, and it's just fun to run in.
What's the least favorite? Like when you know it's this weather forecast, you're like, oh, I'm in for a long day.
Oh, definitely hot for sure. There have been the first two meets of the season, in like kind of mid August, are definitely the worst ones to go through because it's always like 85, 90 degrees, no shade. It's gonna be a tough one. So definitely the hot weather.
Do you guys train in the summer for that to prepare for those meets that you know are probably going to be early fall into the heat? Do you kind of work in the summer to be like, hey, our bodies have to get used to running in 85 and 90-degree weather?
Yeah, I think our coaches do a really good job of kind of getting us ready for that. I think it's like halfway through the summer we start practicing around like 10 o'clock, so like right when the heat starts to pick up, which kind of sucks like to practice through. But when you get to the meet, it's like I've done this all summer. Like I'm starting to get used to it, and it kind of makes racing in it a little bit easier.
David, we do this with all of our player profiles. We want to give you the time to take the limelight off yourself a minute and putting on the people that support you, the people that are always in your corner. I want to give you the time to send out thanks and shout outs to the people that you wouldn't be where you are without.
Definitely my mom and dad for sure. They've been in my corner since I played sports in like early elementary school. They've only supported me, and they travel everywhere. I couldn't do anything I've done without them for sure. um, my coaches, I'm lucky to have the best coaches in the area, and the best coaches in the state. I wouldn't want any other coaches than them. I think we have a certain connection that just works really well. um, and definitely my teammates as well. Um, every day I really enjoy. like I actually get excited to go to practice, not more for the running, but just to like be with them. I think they make things more fun and more enjoyable for sure. And my friends outside of running, they keep up with it and kind of talk to me about it too, which is always nice. And definitely my teachers too. They kind of get involved. I see them sometimes come out when we have like a home meet, like this weekend at Spartan. I'm sure I'll see a few. Um, and they always congratulate me on, the big things that I do. And I think it's just nice to kind of have that.
David, we want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We appreciate your time. We wish you the best of luck the rest of the senior season, and we can't wait to talk to you again real soon.
Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah.